Meow, 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 meow. Can't hear you. La, 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 la. Haters. They're just here to hate us. Oh, he's about to enrage. Guys, enrage timer. What is wrong with you? Holy shit. How are they not closed down already? My pussy is drenched less when I see Ryan Reynolds. Oi, loves. Gremlin Kari coming at you from the Slump channel. We are going to be starting something very special today and very highly requested. Something that, depending on how well it does, will be something we come back to and watch more of in the near future. Something that you have asked for in droves. And that is, we will be watching Hell's Kitchen. As more specifically, the viral episodes that were very funny because watching chefs make an absolute fool of themselves is a gender of content I never truly thought I'd enjoy more so. And as something that you should probably know, I used to be a chef. I am very inclined to the universe of chefing and culinary etiquette and all that jazz. So the first episode is going to be Amy's Baking Company. Now, a lot of people know, even people who don't watch Gordon Ramsay will know of this episode by sheer name alone. And I've seen plenty of this one from just the memes aside from anything else. So let's just sit back and watch the absolute nonsense that comes from this, shall we?
Scottsdale, Arizona.
God, I'm actually looking forward to watching this kind of stuff so much.
Phoenix
I'm not sure what this kind of stuff will do well or not, but if you guys like it, we'll definitely watch more Gordon Ramsay.
In 2006 by husband and
I love
wife
Gordon
team,
Ramsay.
Sammy and Amy Buzaglo.
It was at a very early age that I discovered I had a real, true passion and
because it's usually
for anything having to
the
do
reason why. Okay, so there's a trickle down triangle with this bullshit, right? Why is your restaurant failing? This is a causality triangle, and the peak of the triangle is always the leader, and then that leadership trickles down into multiple different facets. Down from this, you'll have things like delegation, money, the food. The food can try and trickle down into quality. There is a trickle-down effect of why this works, but it all starts with leadership. No company fails, realistically, if they have a good leader. Unless you start bringing in money, but that's situational. The point being is, 9 times out of 10, the only reason these companies are failing is because they are like a restaurant or a culinary facility are relying on their product. And if the product you're producing is good, but you're still failing, then that means your service is terrible. If your service is terrible and if your service is good and if your service is good, your food is good, then it means there's no demand. There are generally in the culinary industry, there's pretty much 4, arguably maybe 5 elements that will cause your business to fail. If you don't do, like, you can fail at one of these and be okay, but it is a multiplicative and categorical element that will cause catastrophe. You cannot fail at more than 2 of these, because if you do, the probability of failure exponentially gets larger. Ideally, you want to be going all cylinders and succeeding on all 5 to have a successful business.
with the culinary arts.
Just give me the pear salad, darling, if you can.
All right. So in 2006.
Do you ever, not to be an asshole either. Do you ever just look at someone and get a feeling for someone? Do you ever just see someone and get the ultimate sensation that you know what they're going to be like before you've even heard a word out their mouth? This lady seems like the kind of person who is going to be a bit cunty. Hey, before the video goes any further, I just want to let you know that we have a Patreon, where you can support me, the fantabulous Makari, and get awesome perks for it, such as behind-the-scenes footage, early access, Patreon-exclusive reactionaries, and voting on future content, and so much more. Or heck, you can even just follow for free to get updates on all the goings-on within the Kari Mansion. With all that being said, thank you very much for listening, and please, enjoy the video. Maybe she's not. Maybe she's absolutely lovely. But again, I've unfortunately had a bit spoiled from this episode for the fact that I've seen stuff of it because it's that notorious. But you know, for someone who's never seen this person before, she looks like the kind of person going, she's the kind of person that like sucks her teeth a lot, you know? Actually, actually.
Sammy invested over $1 million into this restaurant to make my dream come true.
Can I open?
Yeah.
We are ready.
Come on, guys.
But
We're in the restaurant business. It's not all daisies and ponies and unicorns. I don't understand this whole substitution thing. Approximately 2 years ago,
So here's the thing, right? Being in the culinary industry in a restaurant requires not just making a one-time impact. Because you'll have people who come into your store, and it is you need repeat customers. You need people who will come in and eat your food multiple times. Like, you will always get a churn rate of people who will never come back because they're passing through or they're not living locally. But for a company, a restaurant, or anything of food related, they need to have good relations with the people around them. And if the one of the biggest issues that will cause you to have struggle is if you cut those bridges with people around you. So you get someone in the door, they buy food, it's great. But if you can't convince them to come back, you're never going to actually last long, because eventually you'll churn through the people in that area. Like, a lot of people will buy your food and not complain just because they don't want to have a confrontation. And that's great, you made money that one time, but you weren't held accountable for why they're not going to come back. Like, doing any kind of job, especially culinary related, you need to be so self-aware and adaptive to what people's feedback is.
these reviewers
And that's what 90%, like 90% of these episodes, from what I've heard and seen, is just people who aren't willing to take criticism.
And we lost a tremendous amount of business because of it. They're just fucking haters.
It's really just
Did she just say they're haters? Oh, so she's gonna be one of those people. Nah, our food's the shit. No, our food, they're just haters. They're just here to hate us. Like, you know, there are people who will, like, be problematic, but if 100 people come in and 98 of those people think your food's bad, then I don't know what to tell you, love. You know, generally, eventually you should get the message, but there comes a point where delusionality maybe overrides common sense. You ever want to, you know, when I go into a restaurant, I want to have some good service and some good food. I don't want to have to watch a WWE match and then have to deal with a confrontational manager that makes me question what I did that morning that was so vilely obscene to them to make them want to hate me from the word go.
I'll take it. There's a lot of things that are wrong with the food that she just doesn't realize. Too garlicky, too buttery, too sweet, not cooked enough, too overdone.
That doesn't work for me either.
Ooh, oh, what is that? What is that? Is that supposed to be a palm? Oh god, it just looks like a dog puked on the plate. It looks like poor little Fido got into the cupboards and rummaged around in things that it shouldn't have eaten and puked it back up, and they're like, ooh, that looks tasty.
If someone has criticism, Sammy
Don't
tells
you
them
understand?
don't know
This is a culinary. It is delicacy. It is delicious. In my where I come.
With it. If
Oh my god, he sounds like that. Oh my god. I didn't mean to racially stereotype, but it holds up, I guess.
anyone tell me that my wife's food is no good, I just tell him to leave the restaurant. I don't
Oh
want
my
him, don't come back.
god. Look at this man's face. And you know what the sad thing is? He's probably like 22. This is like a 23, 22-year-old Italian man that has had his life sucked. Guys, wait. I think we've figured it out. The problem isn't him. He's living with a succubus, and he hasn't quite cottoned on to the fact that she's sucking his soul out of his body.
Is your first time?
Last time.
And last time, don't come back, madam.
Not only do they lash out and swear at customers,
I will go tell them to fuck off if my husband doesn't.
but they take it one step further and retaliate against them.
I hope he eats it, and I just made it really spicy for him.
Like, you have to, it's called soft skills. It's called people skills. You need to, if somebody has an opinion you don't like, that's fair. But getting combative? What is wrong with you?
The customer is not always.
But again, if the customer, if one or two customers are like that, then sure. But if you have like I said, if you have 100 people and 98 of those people are saying your food sucks, well, some say that there's patterns in things, and if you can't see the pattern worming out when it's being smeared right in your face like a dog turd, then you can't. I can already tell. Gordon is gonna get in here. These guys are gonna not listen to him. They're going to think their shit is golden. Gordon could literally give them gold on a plate, and they are going to be like, no, we're not the problem. Ah!
Right. Choose another pizza or nothing. And I'm not here to take shit from anybody. I'm
No,
not
no,
going
it's
to have
like people go
make
to
shit up that isn't.
people go to a restaurant to eat. They don't go to a restaurant to eat shit. There's a simple way of that. You are serving the customer food. You are not serving them insults. You are not serving them what would be the equivalent of a domestic abuse case.
Isn't true. I'm not doing it.
Don't worry.
I'm not making any more food.
Amy's nuts.
I am going to really hurt somebody if they send back my.
I'm concerned by the fact that they have the knives in shot behind her. Her saying that, imposed with the knives. Somebody get this lady away. This woman should not be within a mile's radius of a sharp object. Holy shit, how are they not closed down already?
Cake.
1 second, she's like a nice little Care Bear.
Thank you so much. I love you. You're such a good girl.
And the next second, she's like Cruella DeVille.
Schizophrenic,
I'm stopping all the
bipolar,
food.
multiple personality disorder says what?
I'm not making anything else. No. Why? It has to go to the freaking trash. Are you?
I mean, even if you are eating shit food, I mean, so long as the anger isn't directed at you, at least whilst you're eating your shit food, you'll get to watch a very, very funny comedy display. You know, shit dinner and a show. At least the entertainment's good.
Kidding me right now? And unfortunately, the majority of the people in Arizona think that if you come to our restaurant, that we're gonna yell at you, scream at you, and throw you outside. And that is not who we are. Go, Yala, keep walking, mister. You just keep walking.
Chef Ramsay is coming to tell the people how the food is good here. You can go,
What
madam.
the
Don't come back, madam.
fuck?
I'll be happy not to see you here. Thank you.
I think Chef Ramsay is gonna be wasting his time.
What
You
the
can't change
fuck? Are you
anything.
kidding?
They're lost cause.
God, even when your staff are saying that.
Anything with 30, change it. We are ready. Okay.
Guys.
God, I hate the fact that I can predict this entire episode already. I hate the fact. Like I said, I don't like to be presumptuous. I don't like to presume that I know someone. But you know when you just look at someone and the way they act and what they do, you can already predict like, sometimes Gordon goes into these places and he legitimately makes a difference. Sometimes the places that do better are the ones, listen, it's not like Gordon's got like 20, 30 years of experience in the industry. It's not like he's willing to invest in your company to help it prosper and do better. No. He's only here to blow smoke up your ass, obviously. Tell you that you're God's gift and that everyone else is wrong and not you. Haha.
You guys know what you want?
3 cheese and tomato sauce.
All right.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Miranda may be the only server on staff.
I can't do the computer, so he's the only one that has control over that.
Oh
but
God, they're
she's not allowed
egotistical
to
as well.
Input orders, pour wine, or handle money.
The ravioli, and then they want the
What?
pizza after.
I know what it is.
The
He's
only one
sociopathic.
who can do that is Sammy.
Okay, just move.
Dude would be this guy's hair would not be gray if he was willing to give some of the control to other people. He is a megalomaniac and a control freak. I've worked for someone like this. So before I worked as a chef, I worked as a cook in a pub. And my boss was a female spitting image of this person. No matter what I did, unless it was the way she wanted it, or if I did anything that was even slightly unkilted, I'd get yelled at, I'd get shouted at, I'd get told to go home, even though I was doing everything within the realms of normality and, you know, it was what's needed to be done. But I wasn't allowed to take tips. I wasn't allowed to take critique. I wasn't allowed to really do anything that wasn't her exact words. Even if it was like... Even if I wanted to benefit the pub, like I wanted to go down, help out taking orders, or, you know, do some cleaning, if it wasn't what she told me to do, I couldn't do it.
Sammy thinks that he's doing everything all by himself.
And these people are the kind of people that
but
ruin
Sammy
a company.
doesn't realize he's actually messing everything up. I need another line.
Cannot work. I cannot work. I can't.
Yeah.
Sammy.
So,
Look all the orders.
you know, when you own a restaurant, it's very rare. Like in a good restaurant, it's very rare that the person who owns the restaurant is that heavily involved in the kitchen or somewhere. Like, you will have people doing it. You will, absolutely. So the chef who owned the restaurant I worked for would quite frequently help out in the kitchen. But the second anything else happened, he'd go back into the office, he'd do his own thing. He'd do the things he was meant to be doing. This is why you hire staff. So you can delegate, so you can keep things functional, so you can keep an unbiased eye on things. The reason why, as an owner of a restaurant, you need to keep yourself away from this is so you can be observant and objective. If you get in amidst everything, you're going to be biased towards things because you have your foot in there. You're going to be like, oh yeah, no, because I'm in there, it means it's good. You have to keep an objective opinion, like staying at a distance.
He had like 30
Again, it can be done. It does happen,
With
but
Amy
generally.
only cooking one ticket at a time,
We're not making any of this until I get to that ticket.
the diners are in for a
God.
long wait.
I've never waited this long for one pizza.
This is what's called delegation. You have people on different stations doing different foods. Like in a restaurant, you have to be working on multiple plates. You have to. It's called a pipeline. It's called it's what your troupe is supposed to be able to do. You know, if you have like 3 orders and you've got 2 fish, one steak, you've got one person cooking the meat, the steaks, and the one person on garnishes, one person doing all the fish. You work. In some restaurants it's called chunking. You work in chunks. You can work on 3, then another 3, another 3. But it's about delegation. You have somebody who delegates, who's on the pass, who's you know, if you've watched The Bear, great example. It's about figuring out who's responsible for what, making sure that the only thing that matters there is timing. Make sure people are held to their timing, that they can keep to it and know what's coming when and how it's coming. That's it. And watch Hell's Kitchen, where they're training these chefs, and watch how they work in the kitchen as a troupe. A functional troupe, a well-oiled troupe, is like liquid gold to watch.
But the one table that has received their food is unsatisfied.
What is that, hamster food?
Like the Caesar is this? I don't know.
Even you don't know what is wrong with it.
The egg is...
Okay, if you came to eat to enjoy, then you should know what you like to eat, sir.
Apparently you don't know it. You like to eat.
Guess not.
Okay, Amy,
What?
can you make me pear salad instead of that Caesar?
Seriously?
Don't worry, I told them to fuck off.
He's like all in the back, like yelling.
Maybe they don't.
This is just
understand
literally
it doesn't
chaotically
come from a
batshit as it
can.
is.
Kidding me right now?
Ugh, oh god, that's so oily!
Chubby? Okay, Amy,
What?
2 pieces is not cooked enough. Put it again in the oven. It's not cooked enough.
The food we're making is going straight to the trash, and there are starving people that could be eating it, but instead these people decide that they're going to come.
Bitch! Maybe if you actually made the food properly, it wouldn't be going in the trash. Once again, they're deflecting. They can't take responsibility for the fact that they made a mistake. You are human. You are fallible. You are capable of making mistakes. We're all capable of making mistakes, except for VTubers who will never take acknowledgement for any mistake they've ever made because it's always... Wait a minute. Are these guys VTubers?
Fuck with my life.
We waited like an hour and a half. We never
I
got
know.
our pizza. We never got.
You guys are full of shit.
Yeah, I tell her not to do it.
Never got our pizza. Never got this. My fucking ass.
Fuck.
The red pepper ravioli and stop the,
It's ready.
the big...
Sammy.
Stop it, they're leaving. I don't care.
I am not
Oh,
gonna do
Amy,
this.
stop it.
Fuck them. Stop what? It's in the oven.
We're waiting on one pizza.
It's coming now, it's coming now.
You keep saying that. You've been saying that for an hour.
Look at him. He's like, where's my pizza?
Really?
Send him home.
The thing that's surprising isn't that this is happening. The thing that's so surprising is that this business was still running at this point. Like, if this is how they've been, how they have any customers is beyond me. I mean, there is a point where Gordon Ramsay comes along, everyone's like, oh my god, Gordon Ramsay, let's go to the place and have food there. You know, full well knowing that they're probably going to get shit food. But even before this, how is this business still even open? Like, they must have some, like, drug money, or they must have taken out so many loans to have made this work.
Yeah, you have a pizza, it's coming. You want to wait, you wait. You don't want
Oh,
to
don't
pay
worry,
what
we
you
can
have to
compensate for being
fuck
shit
off from you.
people by
understand?
taking out a
Do you
loan.
understand? You
Yes.
fuck yourself! Go out, you motherfucker!
No,
You
get
out!
out
Don't
of
speak
here.
like this! Go out!
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I fucking fuck you!
Sammy, call the police.
Shut up, police!
Call the
I'll fuck
police.
you, pay and go!
Huh? Like, sometimes I can imagine that these people big up their drama because they know they're on camera. So it's like, hey, if we make a lot of drama and do a lot of meme stuff, you know, it'll make the episode popular and we'll get seen and people will see us because of the clout we're going to get from it. I legitimately believe that this is just how shit they are. Like, I think this is honestly just how terrible of a people they are. There comes a point of diminishing returns where there's only so much bigging up you can do of a personality, but this is... Wow, this is horrible. Jesus. I wouldn't treat my worst enemy like this.
Stop! You have drinks.
Are they for real?
Where is Amy?
I'm in the office.
Don't call the police, you crazy? Where's the pizza?
Calling the police? What are they gonna do?
Hey, you don't go out. If you touch you come from help, I told you. You go. Fuck you. Fuck you. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god, it got so bad that the goddamn director came in? Dude, this was them trying to record pre-roll. This wasn't even when Gordon was there. This was them recording pre-roll for the show. This is why you know this must be real. Like, Gordon's not even there, and they're like, if Gordon was there, you'd say, oh, you know, they're acting up so they can get attention and whatever, because, you know, according to VTubers and these motherfuckers, any attention is good attention. But look at the face. Look at the lady back there. Like, she is as apprehensive as everyone else. Like, the fact the director had to come in and do that, oh, wow.
Fuck you, not kidding you, fuck you.
Call the police.
Pay the money. No, I want the money from him.
I am calling the police. You guys are fucking
No,
crazy.
he's just calling the police.
I know, but hey, you're not touching him. Get away.
Motherfucker, you are.
Fucking piece
You
of
piece
shit.
of shit.
You are a little pansy. Get
Amy,
out of here. Don't you ever come back here. You little weenie. Keep walking.
Fuck you.
Give me a break.
I have no words.
You guys, I make excellent
They are...
food.
What? Okay, that's confirmed. It's all ego. It is all ego. They made this company not because they wanted to make food, but because they wanted to feel special, because they wanted people to love them. Some people make businesses because they want to make money, because they want to make people happy, because you know, if you make people happy, you make money. But they made this company because they wanted people to suck their ass cheeks. They wanted people to come into their store going, oh, your food is glorious, your food is delicious. The fact that that was her first defense, not, oh man, that's crazy, guys, I'm sorry you had to watch that. No, our food is good. Our food is good. It's like a kid throwing their toys out their prom going, they're body! They said something bad about my food! Listen, just because I put shit on a plate and put it in front of you and expect you to eat it doesn't mean it's bad. What is that? Because it's good food and I just wanted that! Holy!
You motherfuckers, you all think that you can come in here and say these things. Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous.
Dude, don't phone the
I've never
police.
seen
Phone the
anything like
loony
this.
bin. Dude, Gordon Ramsay's not even there yet.
With very
Holy
little
shit.
knowledge of
Run.
the previous
Gordon, run.
night's dinner
Run.
serve.
Gordon, fucking run. Get out of there. Get out of there, Gordon. Get out of there now. Get out of there while you can, Gordon. There is no hope. There is no bright side. There is no light to be found in this darkness. It is but a cacophony and a pit of despair. Gordon, save yourself.
Service.
Amy's Baking Company.
Chef Ramsay arrives looking to find out why Amy's baking company needs his help.
I love desserts.
Did they not show him the footage? Dude, I actually wonder, do you think that the director was like, yeah, dude, these people are crazy. Yeah, no, these people are crazy. Like, do you think they showed him the footage from the last night? Or do you think they were like, let him just go in there. Let him go in there. Let him find out. Let him find out for himself. God.
Hey, chef.
How are you?
How are you doing?
Nice to see you. First name is?
Sammy.
Oh, it was all because it was nighttime. Now that the sun's out, he's a nice guy.
Sammy, good
I'm
to see
the
you.
owner.
You're
Thank
the
you.
owner.
Yes.
Wow. Well, look at that. Come on.
My wife, Amy, yeah.
Those look really
Can I
good.
meet this lady?
Yes, now.
Please?
Yeah. Amy,
Yes.
Gordon Ramsay want to meet you. He want to know who is the chef of who does all those beautiful...
Come
Here is
round,
my
please.
wife, Amy.
Come round, my darling.
So nice to meet you.
Give him a hug.
Did you make them?
Yes, I did.
Incredible.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Good to see you.
Did they actually, though? Like, I've seen a few of these where they just order in pre-made.
I mean, they're extraordinary.
Thank you. That's
One of the things I did hear is that Amy is actually a good baker. I would be in tech. Like, again, this is like, you know how at the beginning I said that you can have good product, but if you fail on one of the 5 categories, like, there are the 5 categories. If you fail at one, you know, you can get away with it. But if you fail on multiple of them, you are going to end up failing. This is one of those very rare instances where it looks like the food isn't as much of a problem. Like, those look like good bakery things. So then you got a question. Like, in Gordon's mind, he's going to sit there thinking, these look pretty good. So if the food's okay, oh no.
It's very nice. It means a lot coming from you.
Any of that store bought?
Hey, get off my
The
head.
restaurant is beautiful.
Thank you. And I want you to see my kitchen after, before
Right.
everyone, and then you tell me about our kitchen also.
Right. Show me the kitchen.
Okay.
Please.
This is my
Excellent.
domain.
God, now I'm really curious.
Through here. Okay.
Now I'm really curious.
And who's the head chef?
I am.
Yo, hold on, stop. Holy crap, you got lucky.
I'm the lucky one. He is my soulmate, and we're in this business together.
Dude, I've been so caught up with everything else. I forgot at the beginning they said that they were husband and wife. So you know when I said that she's a succubus? Like I said, he's probably like 25. He's 25. Like the year before, he had brown hair, he had a full face, he was smiling and happy. And every night they go to bed and she unmasks herself into a demon and sucks out a little bit more of his soul.
And we stand strong together. We have to because there's a lot of online bullies and haters and bloggers.
Dude, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm straight up dead. Yo, call the bully police. Yo, you remember those you remember that movement from like years ago? The bully police? Remember those bully police? God, actual cinema right there. Oh golly, listen guys, I need you to understand. The only reason people are not watching my content anymore, it's because they're online bullies. Please ignore the fact I kept shouting the N-word and kept calling people obscenities and rude things. Please ignore the fact that I've got swastikas all over my body. No, it's because people are online bullies. People are haters. Oh, why is everyone so hating? They're all so mean and obnoxious. I never did anything wrong. Oh, whoa, whoa. And that's the point where somebody takes that out of context and I get banned. Yippee! How this looks like it's playing out.
Processed wood chips or used to getting
And there's a way that, like, there's a way to take critique and be like, oh man, I don't like what you're saying.
With the haters
Like,
and that stuff.
if you want to not listen to people, by all means, but you have to at least be willing to acknowledge that if you fuck around, you will find out. If you're willing to, if you're not willing to understand, like, I think the ultimate is your actions have consequences, and the consequences here is that you're gonna look like a fucking idiot.
It's like a
It's
basketball
delusional.
court.
It's utter delusion.
If you
Oh
not,
my goodness
you want
me.
the jacket? No, you don't need it. You don't need it.
It's like a doctor's surgery in here.
Yes, thank you.
It's even
thank you,
clean.
Thank you for saying the truth.
Dude, I've seen some horrible clips online of Gordon going into some of these places, and it's like going into a fucking graveyard or a morgue. But even then, morgues have more hygiene than that. I've seen some of these things where it looks like they've gone into a goddamn dumpster.
My goodness me.
So that's even another thing. Hey, we have hygiene, we have good food, kind of. But we're still failing. Why is that? Well, it's not us. Like, there's only so many points of failure you have in a business like this. And if two of the main points that are usually failing are fine, then Gordon's going to sit there going, oh, okay. So these things that normally fail are actually pretty good. What bodies are you hiding? Which one of you decided to commit crime? Who killed someone?
Hey, is this a joke? I mean,
Let me guess.
dates?
Okay. You know what? Okay. You know what liars do? You know what egotistical liars do? They lie. And what does liars do? They keep lying. And people who are this delusional will keep on being delusional. I guarantee you at some point in this, they're going to blame the staff. They're probably going to also start blaming Gordon. Like, they're gonna have Gordon try and help them, and it's like, no, Gordon, you are making us fail. Like, when they do a dinner service later, I guarantee you, they're gonna say something to the extent of, Gordon, you have made this thing. Dude, he's gonna fight Gordon. I'm gonna watch a fucking OAP fight Gordon. I didn't know I wanted this, but we're gonna watch it.
Labels,
everything, yeah.
sectioned off. Wow, what a pleasure. Hello.
This is Miranda.
This is Miranda. She's going to serve you.
Nice to see you. And this
Nice
is
to meet you. I'm Katie.
This is Christine. She's my
Christine. Come over,
wingman.
darling. Are you the sous chef?
She is.
Please call the man in front of them. Please call the man in front of them.
Itself, it's very clean and nice, but it's Amy and Sammy that are the problem. Do not judge a book by its cover.
So, tell me about
That's such a rare thing. Like, and this isn't even like talking about Gordon Ramsay's stuff here. Anytime I've ever seen a restaurant that fails, it's more often than not, it's the food, hygiene, or any mixture of the two. Sometimes the leaders. This is like one of those very few times where you can already tell it's the leaders. Because things are clean. They have some pretty decent food. But have you ever looked crazy square in the face and been too afraid to confront the crazy?
To the beginning, how long have we been married?
Almost 10 years.
Oh, yes, no,
We
wow.
got married 5 months after we met.
What?
Wow.
Well, I prayed for him and God sent him to me, and I wasn't going to waste any time.
Guys, it was Jesus' fault. Jesus has brought us together. Jesus told us to open a store, and we're failing because Jesus has made it to be so. We are in dire punishment of the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Jesus told us we need to open this store and commit various crimes. Oh, Jesus will guide us, I tell you.
She said, forget you, Sammy Hafner, enough.
He was a playboy in Vegas.
Yeah.
You were a playboy in Vegas.
Oh my God.
Wow.
He was.
Seriously.
He was. Even Hugh Hefner did.
Wasn't he a mobster? Like, I remember seeing some stuff around the time this episode happened. Wasn't he a gangster or something? Oh, no wonder. No wonder. Yo, so everyone who goes in here should be scared because he might make you disappear.
Didn't have as beautiful of women as we did. All the playmates would come to our table. He was a playa, but with me, it didn't work like that. I am individual or nothing at
Once
all.
we got married,
That
that's
was it.
everything out.
Wow. So, were you trained in the industry?
No, not at
No?
all.
So
I'm a
you're back-
developer. I build custom houses.
Oh.
But when the crisis started, I say, I still have money. What do you want me to do with it? She begged me. She said, my dream, it was to open a restaurant.
And by being a housing retailer, he means body disposal, drug cartel, trafficker, if you will. The only thing he built was a highway of robbery and crime.
I just, throughout my life, had a passion and a God-given
Oh,
talent for.
is this supposed to be a front? Is this all just a Ponzi scheme? Is he using the restaurant as like a front for his illegal actions?
it, and this is all I
Oh
want to
God!
That's lovely.
do. Thank you.
And the Ganesh as well.
Thank you.
That's beautiful. Oh, God.
I'm the only one that makes them, and if I'm not here working, we're not open.
Say that again.
If I am not here, if my
One of
husband's
us
not
is
here,
sick, it's
we're
closed.
not.
I mean, that's not that far-fetched. I've seen a few places where the people that, I mean, it's a little bit bad of an idea because, you know, you want to be open as much as possible to make as much money as possible, but I've seen some places that work like that, especially the sort of more small places. But any company that ever does that has the ability to counter that with just employing staff. It's about trust, you know? Which these people have none of.
Open.
But
We don't run without each other here.
you're kidding me.
No.
That's no way to run a business.
We can't find
Not even that, but like, think about the people they employ. Like, if they go on holiday, what do they do about their staff? They just fire them all? Like, you're taking, as an employer, you also have a responsibility of care for the people you employ. Oh my God.
qualified people to work. They want to come and get a
For 6
paycheck
years we've
and
been
not
trying.
work.
In Arizona?
They're not good. They're not good. I
Tried.
tried a lot of that. This is
We
my
know that.
biggest worry. This is my biggest problem in my life.
But-
I cannot find people I can count on them. I can trust them.
They're dirty. They're lazy.
How many people have you been through?
A lot.
A few hundred.
A lot.
A few hundred.
Now, did they fire these people or did they quit? Because I can imagine it's probably a mix of both. I can imagine a lot of people came into work, felt the wrath of these two, and were like, no, I'm out. But like, to put the blame on, again, they're putting the blame on, they are taking literally no, like, at a certain point, you know, I can understand maybe not taking all the responsibility. Maybe they're a little bit delusional. But they're taking none. Like, they have a failing business, and they're not, like, you know, a delusional person could at least say, hey, yeah, you know, we're 10% to blame, when really they're more like 80%. Like, where is the logic? Like, where? Are they not going to at least say, hey, yeah, we've got to look, we're perfect. God told us to do this, therefore we must be amazing. Not even just like a little bit of accountability, like a bit of vicarious accountability.
Yeah.
So, other than an issue with staff, what's wrong with this bloody restaurant?
I have issues with customers that are trying to be online bullies and say horrible things.
Online bullies.
They're online bullies.
Dude,
and they write
there's
things that are
nothing
not
I could
true.
say at
They
this
write that I
point.
have to store
There is
a lot of dough.
nothing that I
They
could
write
say
that
at this
things
point
are
that isn't being
frozen.
said
I
for me.
understand that, but those things are not true. This guy came in that started this entire online bullying.
Also, Luminous, thank you for the
ordered
fly.
pizza margarita, and after I say, okay, how is your pizza? He say, it's a frozen pizza. The next day he went and give us a review. Oh my God. My wife, she was...
Well, retaliated.
You wrote back to him.
God.
Right. Well,
Why?
I told him I thought he was a loser. He was a moron. I didn't.
Oh my God, this is like, I know what this is. I know what this is. This is like watching someone on Reddit respond to hate. This is like watching a Reddit argument. I never thought I would see a literal manifestation of an IRL Reddit argument. Only in this moment, we're watching the existential crisis and life-breaking shattering of what somebody who is terminally a Redditor has when somebody questions their authenticity. Like somebody who disagrees with a Redditor, this is their day-to-day routine.
I understand he insulted me first, and I attacked back. I'm not going to let anybody bully me, bully my husband. That's a joke.
You need thick skin in this business.
Well, they called me Crazy Amy B because I stood up.
Just blocking out those haters, y'all. Absolutely. Just blocking out those haters.
Dude,
I've seen kindergartners with better problem-solving skills than this. I've seen kids in high school take criticism better than this.
It's as good as it's deserved. Trust me. There's something not quite right here.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, not
Are
quite.
you a control freak?
No.
I am.
You don't even know, Gordon. We know. We're knowers. We've seen it. We've seen it, Gordon. You're about to get a whole experience.
Make it worse.
What a combination.
We have to clown us.
Clone us.
No.
Is that possible?
It is.
No.
I've heard.
No.
Right.
It's called. We want to strengthen the gene pool, not turn it into a cesspit of shit and piss. Thank you.
Do you have children?
Well, we have 3 little boys, but they're trapped inside cat bodies. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
So she's not just crazy. She's a crazy cat lady. You know, if she was born a few years later, she would have had the perfect personality to become a VTuber. She is just a. She is just the only thing she's guilty of is being born in the wrong time.
cats.
Our babies are cats. They're my whole life besides my husband and my business. I speak feline. Meow, 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 meow.
If she was born a few years later, she would have gone viral for the cat stuff. She would have been all over TikTok for cat nonsense.
Meeting you two for the first time, you are both fucking nuts.
I know.
I'm
You're
gonna have a
both
sample
fucking
menu.
nuts, mate.
Do your
Absolutely
thing,
diabolical. Oh my god, dude! We're barely 20 minutes into this, and I'm already feeling like I've lost like 10 years from my life.
A month and a
Is
half.
anyone else feeling a little bit lethargic after all this? What?
Say that again.
I make hourly.
Serious? You must be the only server in this country
I know.
that doesn't get tipped out. So where do the tips go?
Okay, I can make a comment about how shit America is for paying wages based on tips. That's fucking bullshit, by the way. But you know that pub that I told you I worked in? They took my tips there as well. But I got I had a decent wage because we pay a good wage by standard. I mean, it was still fucking shit that they took my tips, but at least I was earning enough money to begin with.
The owner?
What?
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
I know. I try to tell him.
Wow. Okay, great. Thank you.
God, in America, getting your tips robbed?
Sammy. You spoke earlier about the problem with staff. Yeah, I just found out something pretty major. Miranda, the young girl?
Yeah.
You don't give her her tips.
No.
Sammy,
Yeah.
you cannot take servers' tips.
Then bring me the people who's going to do their job, and I don't have to.
Oh, of course, because he doesn't just want people who does their job. He wants people who's gonna get on all fours and act like a throne for them. He'll give them their tips when these people, when the servers eat their shit, comb his hair, massage his back, move the entire restaurant 5 inches to the left when he asks for it, and will bring him ambrosia. Yeah, then he'll give them their tips. That's when they'll deserve it, obviously. Yeah, oh, and wash his car, clean his floor, fuck his wife, you know. Only once they've done what's expected of a food server.
To interfere, they can take the whole
Like,
tips
what's
from
that?
you.
What is that?
It
What is that
already
bullshit
got
standard?
orders by myself and send them already to the...
Like, when he goes to McDonald's, does he ask them to be like, hey, dude, can you also give me $50 in return? No, well, I've got this gun, haha.
Owner.
I'm doing the most of the job.
Wow.
You shouldn't need to.
Okay, I'll take your order.
A
Do you
good-
know already what you like
Yes,
to
I do,
serve?
yes.
It's the difference between an owner and a leader.
Pear prosciutto pizza, please.
Excellent.
Yeah. And then I'm going to go
You
for a
hire
blue
these
ribbon
people
burger.
so you don't
Medium,
have to.
Excellent.
please. And I'll take the salmon burger as well at the same time. Some gnocchi. All the pasta's homemade, right?
It is, but not the gnocchi today.
Oh.
It's not homemade. We didn't have time to make them.
Okay. I'll go straight to the ravioli.
Okay, which one do you like?
The red pepper.
Perfect.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
God,
The
absolutely
story is becoming a
wild.
little clearer.
Okay, Amy.
Yeah.
This is the chef's order.
Oh, God, okay. I believe that once Chef Ramsay
That laugh.
tastes my food, as a chef, he'll be able to tell that this is what God wants me to do.
What would have been really cool? You know how the manager was there the night before? What would have been so hysterical is for the manager to then place an order at the same time to completely throw her off. Because we've already seen that she can't do two things at once. Women, am I right? That's a joke. Please don't cancel me.
What's that fucking doorbell that keeps on going off every 2 minutes? Miranda, what is that doorbell on the side of the wall for?
Whenever we have
Is it the panic bell? Is it the bell you press when you feel the anxiety attack kicking in? So you press it to get that cathartic release so you don't have an anxiety breakdown mid-service, because otherwise you don't even make your base wage. Because if you have an anxiety attack, it means you're not working hard enough, and if you're not working hard enough, you shouldn't be paid. Yeah.
dirty dishes, we ring it, and then the busser comes and grabs the dishes from there.
Why would you walk around and just put the plates in the pot wash? The first time in my career, a pot washer has a doorbell.
And I guarantee you, that seems like such a minor thing, but it speaks droves to everything we've seen. Like, a logical, well-working food place would have a streamlined system for getting the busser and the pot washer to just get the stuff there. But because Amy and this guy seem to think so highly of their way of doing things, they had to do this because it's the only way they wanted it done. Not the logical way, their way. And anyone that would have told them, hey, this is really stupid, would have been like, you're fired. You're fired. Get out of here.
Oh, ding dong.
See how cause and effect comes into play here?
White 3 cheese pizza.
Self-fulfilling
the cheese
prophecies, if
pizza.
you will. They make a shitty system. The shitty system.
Does Miranda use the
So
toilet?
here's the paradigm, right? Shitty system makes it impossible for staff members to do their job properly. Staff members not doing their job properly makes the bosses angry as if they're not doing their job properly, and they take their money because they're not doing their job properly, because the boss makes it impossible for them to do their job properly. It is sabotage. It is egocentric, narcissistic sabotage.
System?
No, she doesn't know yet. Nobody's. I'm the only one who uses it. Yeah.
But the quicker you teach her, the quicker you can take her back seat.
I will teach her when it comes the time. I will teach her.
Miranda, have you ever worked on a POS system?
Yes, at every job that I've worked at.
Every job. And how many jobs have you had before you worked at ABC?
A lot.
A lot. She doesn't need training. She knows how to do it. Thank you.
Ah, yes, I must work my 3 jobs to afford to be able to live and breathe.
And prosciutto
Man, I need
pizza.
3 jobs so I can afford not to be
Well, the crust is
eating
supposed
a...
to be good, but it's
Oh, God. Oh, that's so greasy. Thing is, the dough looks pretty decent.
not that crusty.
So you can have the most amazing base to a dough. Like I've made a few pizzas in my life. It's not my forte. You can have the most amazing dough and base to a pizza. But if you top it with too much cheese, too much meat, and too much of an indulgent thing, if you don't let it bake all the way through. So a pizza needs to be cooked relatively medium in a direct fire to crisp it up. Too long and it burns, but a little bit of a char is not a bad thing, especially for more stone-baked pizza. Too low and it's not cooked enough and it gets floppy. And if it's undercooked, it's more likely to go floppy and absorb all that grease and become mush. And that's something that you get more with thicker pizzas, because there's obviously the thicker it is, the harder it is to get the cook all the way through. So the thing is, pizza ovens, even stone brick pizza ovens, are formed and made specifically to accommodate this kind of cooking. It should not be that hard to understand. It is like the most by-the-numbers kind of thing. The only thing cooking a pizza requires in a pizza oven, or even a stone pizza oven, is timing. And even I was able to figure out the timing of cooking a pizza in a pizza oven after, like, 3 attempts.
Very, very sweet.
Sweet?
And my dough's raw.
Yep.
After all
There you
this
go.
wait. Wow. That is so sweet. But that's not the issue. The issue is the dough is raw. I finished. It's raw. It's doughy.
It's
I
fucking
don't know how it
raw!
come out today like this,
Well-
but normally they love that pizza. It's really, really lovely.
I'm telling you what I'm getting, and it's raw, soggy and wet, and too sweet in general.
We'll take that out.
Can you take it back to Amy, please?
Of course, yes.
Thank you.
Oh my God, I don't think you liked it. What's wrong?
Nothing.
I feel like Sammy
Why is it
sugarcoats
sweet?
a lot of what happens in the restaurant. So Amy gets this feeling that like everything she's doing is correct, everything's right.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Well, if you've never... This is what we've been saying the whole time. If you're never willing to listen to critique, if you're never willing to listen to people who've told you that there's something... People who tell you there's something wrong, even when they're doing it in a way that like, you can't get offended by it. It's people just saying, hey, this wasn't that good. I'm not saying you're shit. I'm just like... They're taking too much personal offense to it. It'd be like me streaming... And, I don't know, having a swastika up on the screen and being like, yeah, no, we're really good here, aren't we, guys? Yeah. And then people saying, Makari, I don't think that's appropriate. And I'm like, no, of course it's appropriate. It's just my forte. It's my theming, if you will. And rather than listening to the obvious, critique that, a swastika is inappropriate, I'd sit there going, nah, it's just my aesthetic. It's my style, baby. Of course, then I get in trouble because I didn't listen.
Everything is okay.
I'm not worried. I'm afraid he's going to say something isn't good.
I know my wife. She doesn't take the criticism. She will be shaking, and then she say, that's it, I'm leaving. Just, I'll tell you all about it after. After, just relax and do like you do normally. Just do it.
Oh my God, I'm going to freak out.
Such a weird little
Chef
paradigm
Ramsay has
happening
been
here because
sitting
she's
at the table
actually got
for
some
well
culinary
over an
skills,
hour.
but she's so delusional she can't use them.
And so far,
This is what happens when you cook with your heart rather than your head. Gastronomy and cooking. So here's the thing. Gastronomy. Gastronomy 101. Baking is science. Cooking and chefing and like making dishes like this is... Sorry, baking is math. Cooking and gastronomy and like main dishes like this is science. It's about understanding flavors. That's it.
all that he has
It's an art.
sampled
It is.
an undercooked pizza.
I don't even tell her you did like the pizza.
You didn't even tell her the dough was...
Not yet. I know my wife, she'll get
You're
nervous. and
scared
that's
of
it.
telling her the truth?
Do you want to tell her? Come with me, you tell her.
I just wanted to know so she checks the
Okay,
next
she
one.
will know, yes, she will know.
Anyway.
No, she won't.
I am
No, she
17
won't.
minutes in, and so far...
You know, when I see this in my mind, anytime somebody goes to her and has critique, the way she, like, it's like the pyro from Team Fortress 2. When somebody starts talking to her, she goes into pyro mode and instantly starts having a midlife breakdown. She hears the words coming at her, but instead of listening to them as actual words, everyone just turns into cats and they start going, meow, 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 meow. That's why she gets so upset, because they're not talking her language.
I've had an undercooked pizza.
I know you've been waiting.
I'm going to start eating my ticket in a minute.
Oh, okay, I'm going to tell her you're starving. I'm going to tell her you are starving. Okay, she'll move, okay?
She'll move.
I hope so.
Do you know where that goes?
Hey guys, how much diazepam do you think she takes? Because whatever that is, it's not enough.
Wow. Blue cheese, mushrooms, marinated, garlic aioli.
The portioning of that is horrible. You know, there are... Okay, so there's two types of burgers you can have. You have the indulgent burgers, which are designed to be slop, that are supposed to break apart because they are just filled with utter shit, and you know full well that they're not supposed to be an experience. And don't get me wrong, Gordon Ramsay's obviously a very well-skilled chef. He knows what he's doing, but he is also biased. He has an opinion. Not everyone's going to agree with that opinion, but there's a couple different kinds of burgers you can make. You can make burgers that are slop and indulgent, but they're still grounded in flavor and are supposed to still be good on their individual elements. Then you have gourmet burgers, or sort of more simple burgers, which require less in terms of elements, but those elements need to be pristine. That way you have the experience of eating the burger and it doesn't fall apart in your hand.
Mushrooms, marinated, garlic aioli.
Blue cheese is nice
oil,
in small amounts
crispy bacon bits,
and complementary to the right kind of burger.
Bun that's just full of grease.
Also, just... Oh, I know what they've done. They've put garlic butter in there. They've put garlic butter in there. Guys, when you make a burger, you do not butter the bread unless it is a... So if you butter the bread, you're adding oil onto oil. And like the idea of the buns is it is supposed to soak up some of the stuff, but when you've got... So here's the problem. Everything on that burger is oil and oil and oil and grease. If you have that on a saturated burger already, it's not going to help at all. I mean, again, sometimes sloppy burgers can be that way. You can butter the meat, though. Yeah, you baste the meat. You can do that. It's, you know, you have the, if you go to the Heart Attack Grill or whatever in Las Vegas, you know, you can absolutely cook things in lard and butter. It'll make it a bit more greasy, but it, you know, I could sit here talking for days about the culinary etiquette here and why it's so goddamn wrong. All we really need to know is they're fucking up somewhere down the line.
Jesus, come on. I have a lot of nerve calling this a blue ribbon burger. Well, medium rare is not.
Rare? Oh! Dude, what was that tidal wave? See what I mean? So a big reason why you get that level of moisture in your burger is if the mixture is bad or you didn't cook it properly. So when you're cooking a burger, it needs to be cooked in a way that helps sear the outside. And if your burger is that thick, you sear it on a plate and then you help it cook in the oven. It's a really good way of doing it. But if it's that wet, it means that you've cooked it wrong. Wetness in a burger like that means you've got really bad quality meat. It's not been cooked properly. There's some procedure. It's... Ew! Either that, or you're cooking it in way too much oil. God.
Oh dear. That is overcomplicated. So unnecessary. And look.
Yeah. Burgers are one of those things where less is more. Absolutely. If you're doing an indulgent burger, adding more is great, but those elements need to be very, very straightforward and well made. The more you add to a burger, the harder it is to make it work.
Disaster. Yeah, the bun. What a mess.
Okay,
Yeah, so,
I'll take this back.
Really disappointing. I am starving.
Yeah, like thick burgers.
I got it.
So here's the dynamic, right? Thin burgers are very simple and easy to do. They can be slapped down. It's like the McDonald's burger, right? Like the sort of anything that's under like a quarter pounder, anything below a quarter pounder, really only requires a little bit of time on the grill, one side, then the other side, a little bit of seasoning, very simple, straightforward. It's not something you can fuck up that easily. But when you go for these thicker burgers, the ceiling of what you can do them is raised, but exponentially raised along with it is the points of failure. When you are cooking a thicker burger, you need to make sure that the cooking temperature is right, the oil is right. You need to know that the ingredients in the... Because if you have a thicker burger, you can't use the same breadcrumb to meat ratio, or if you're using breadcrumbs, the meat ratio and the kind of meat needs to be different. Different meats cook at different temperatures, and different fat ratios help the meat cook differently as well. If you're using a very fatty meat in one of these thicker burgers, that's what ends up causing a lot of this. And you can counteract that by letting it rest. You can put it to the side, let it rest for a few minutes. You can help cook it properly and make sure you're helping squeeze out all the oils and stuff. There's so many things that can be done. It's just, they obviously don't know how to cook a goddamn gourmet burger.
This is for him?
Yes, red pepper ravioli.
Dude, not even Papa Nurgle would eat this.
No.
What is
How's the
that?
salmon burger doing?
Holy skibbity.
Got it.
Thank you.
This is for him?
Yes, red pepper ravioli.
Wait,
Thank you.
Red pepper ravioli.
are those sweet peppers? I don't think those are red peppers. Those look like sweet pepper. This might explain why the food's sweet. They probably did look at it and say, hey, sugar's a seasoning, right?
There you go.
How's the salmon burger doing?
I'll go check on that.
Thank you.
Oh god, that's gonna
He
be
wants
dry
to
as
know
all
how
hell.
the salmon burger?
It's on its way,
Okay.
Miranda. You don't need to keep reminding us. We know, okay?
I was just saying.
I know, but you don't need to come tell us. We know that it needs to go out.
Oh, she's popping off.
Oh my god. It smells weird. Oh, here's my salmon burger. Wow.
I almost wouldn't even
Thank
eat
you.
that.
You're
As even like
welcome.
as a taste
Oh,
test.
God. Sweet, spicy. What a mess. It has to be one of the most confused ravioli dishes I've ever seen and tasted in my entire life. Wow.
I don't understand that. It looks so
Doesn't make
weird.
sense.
I've
Doesn't make
never
sense.
seen a ravioli dish
Sweet
with
and
something that
spicy.
soupy and...
Ravioli with bacon and sweet corn, topped with cilantro. Are these store-bought?
Yes, the ravioli, yes.
You told me that this
of
was
course.
store-bought, then I wouldn't have ordered it.
Ah, okay. I didn't tell you. No, I didn't tell you that.
Thank you.
At the end of the day, it's good to make fresh. If you're gonna be
listen,
cooking pre-bought food, though,
This is what I've been
at
waiting
least
for.
own up to it.
So it's like a salmon cake, crab cake.
That looks
burger.
pre-bought. That looks processed as fuck. They did not make that in-house.
It's overcooked.
I could see that from a mile off.
It's not good. Although it may be good for those 3 boys, 3 cats at home.
That's what it is. She's making food because she thinks everyone's a cat. She's making food because she thinks everyone's gonna. Oh my god. We know she's actually suffering a psychosis. She is delusional. She is psychotic. She perceives the entire world in cat vision. She thinks she's not wrong because she thinks, like, to a cat, sure, this would be perfect. This would be like cat food heaven. But no one else knows that she sees everyone as cats, which is why
Like that?
she does this.
Because it is like eating dry cat food. Do you want to take a sample?
No, I really don't.
I could have told you it was dry just when I saw it first.
Meow, meow.
Here at Amy's cat.
Is Amy there?
Here at Amy's bakery, we're not pussy to feed you good food because we know that you pussies enjoy some good food.
Amy?
Yes.
Amy's bakery, more like Amy's cat emporium. God.
A lot longer than I expected, and you know there were some big bumps in that meal.
By the way, just to point out, you know how he got here? It was really light outside. He waited that long. It's getting dark. Jesus.
I'll tell her.
Just a quick. Amy,
Yes.
that was a lot longer than I expected, and you know there were some big bumps in that meal.
So here's a fun little insight. The general flow through of a restaurant. You have the second a customer enters your door, you're on a timer. Generally speaking, for a fundamental, non-fancy kind of like la-di-da kind of restaurant, the average workflow is step through the door, 3 minutes to be seated, and situated with cutlery and everything. That might even be excessive. And then within 10 minutes, they should have their order taken. And obviously, this is like generalizing. 10 minutes is like maximum time that somebody should be waiting before they are served. From that point, a general restaurant should have you your food, depending on the type of restaurant, between 20 to 30 minutes at most. If you are taking longer than that, it means there is a fundamental flaw with your pipeline and a fundamental flaw with either staffing or the process of getting food to the customer. When you make a restaurant, you are taking into consideration the limits and capabilities of what you can put out within a certain time. This is what stress testing is for. This is what most restaurants do when they're building up. They have a few days where they open up to stress test their restaurant to figure out where their flaws are, where their issues are, how long it takes for them to get their stuff done. And then they base the workflow on that and how to improve on that. You should not be waiting more than 30 to 45 minutes for a meal. Again, exceptions made for very specific types of restaurants. But for a general, like, diner of this kind, 30 to 45 minutes should be the median. Should be. The entire experience should be about an hour.
Let's go through it later.
Okay.
Okay.
So then you can incorporate time for, like, just hanging out, having drinks, whatever.
And then after service, cover all the points.
You look disappointed.
I am disappointed.
Okay.
But let's go through this later.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay.
Sure.
She just heard meow, 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 disappointed, meow, 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 meow.
Well, you are, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know what it is? It's called friction. And friction is the bane of anything. Friction means that the entryway and the abrasiveness. Yeah, abrasiveness. Abrasiveness is the killer of everything. The more abrasive you make something, the harder it is for someone to do something in that situation. If there are more points of abrasiveness, that's more points of failure. If you enter a building and you are expecting to get a meal, you want to get in, sit down, eat. You're not expecting to get in, walk around an entire loop-de-loop to sit down, and then it's like having too many options, right? If someone gives you 5 different menus because your menu is that big, that's another point of abrasiveness. You might still eat at that point, but that's another thing that's going to make you say, well, you know, I could come back here and take 15 minutes to decide what to eat, or I could go to the Macca's down the road.
That's for you.
You want to make sure that the streamlinedness and the flow of your restaurant is as streamlined as possible. Do not add any contention. Don't add any arbitrary nonsense. At the end of the day, there are things that just work, and if you're not like it is called industry standard for a reason. Oh look, dinner. That rabbit probably had a better meal than Gordon did eating that grass there.
We're gonna start to get ready, you guys. We're gonna open.
How does the line work? Who does what?
Christine
Oh,
does
Gordon.
mostly the salads,
Oh,
and
Gordon,
I
you're
do
not
the
ready.
Pizzas. I have people tell me it's the best pizza that they've ever had in their life.
My pizza.
Who told you that? Your cat children?
Was undercooked.
Yes, darling. Yes, baby. I know my food is delicious. Ow. I know, baby. My food is so perfect. All those other haters there today, they're lying. Meow.
Assistant manager. So why can't you go and tell your wife?
Because
Sweetheart,
I know my
pizza,
wife.
fucking wake up, is undercooked.
I don't think your pizza was undercooked. I checked it when I took it out of the oven, just like I do every other pizza. And to me, it
You know, I've heard this before. Guys, wait, I've heard this before. And yet, that is still way more legible and understandable than what I'm hearing right here.
was crispy on the bottom when I cut it. It was
I didn't see it come back. However, the bun for the beef burger was soggy as anything. Blue cheese, marinated mushrooms, crispy bacon bits, white truffle oil. Who comes up with those ideas?
Oh, and truffle oil? No wonder the shit was
crunchy.
drenched.
Ramsay is standing
Dude,
there.
my pussy is drenched less when I see Ryan Reynolds, and that thing is a fucking river when I see Ryan Reynolds. You know your burger is horrible when it's more moist than my thigh. Anyway.
Riding my ass about white truffle oil and garlic aioli. Oh my God, like he's never heard of any flavor profile in the world as disgusting. I have never had a problem with that hamburger, ever.
Because your husband...
You know how at the beginning I told you that some of these people will just invite Gordon on, not because they want valid criticism, but because they want him to blow smoke up their ass to prove that they're doing everything right so they can get clout? That's what this is. They don't care. They were never going to listen to him from the word go. Like, Gordon had lost the second he stood through the door. They were never going to listen to him. They only wanted him here for clout and to validate that they are God's gift to Earth.
doesn't tell you. And the salmon burger was like a salmon fish cake in between a dry bun.
But it was a dry bun or it was a soggy bun?
That was dry pate, dry.
It's good like that. We have people tell us all the time that it's good.
Probably
There's
pre-made.
no point in me saying anything to you because you just well, it's good like that.
Whatever.
The raviolis, do you cook them from frozen?
Yes, we do.
Do you know how you can make these better?
What? Yes, I can make them from scratch.
No, but take them
course I
off.
can. Oh, yes, of course. Why don't I just delete everything from my menu?
Yo, what's that term when they take something off the menu? Can we 68 that? Yeah, can we 68 that, please? The ravioli, 68 it. The fish burger, 68 it. The ravioli, 68 it. The entire menu, just 86 the entire 86 the entire menu. Just 86 the entire menu. Just do it. Just do it right now. Just they can make good desserts. Why not just focus on desserts? Like, that's the crazy thing. She's apparently very good at desserts. Why not just why not just sell cakes and cheesecakes and turn it into a dessert store? At least that way they wouldn't have that point of abrasiveness, because they have a big problem with their regular food. Right? So if that's such a point of contention, the logical thing to do, focus on what is working. The one thing that is working, they got good desserts and coffee. Make that work.
And then close my doors. What do you want me to sell?
These are store-bought
I
crap
understand
frozen
that.
ravioli.
They're not crap, and they're delicious. And the first time I've ever.
Oh
Okay.
my
Did you
God.
taste it? You
Oh,
didn't taste
right.
that.
I forgot. No, of course, because her food's actually meow, 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 meow.
One.
I get it because you didn't get the feedback. I said they were disgusting.
People usually love it. I've never had a problem with it, but
People usually love it.
yes, real customers, not haters.
Oh, come on, Amy.
Raviolis that are in the
It's
freezer.
at this point-
Oh my God, sacrilegious.
Uh-oh, guys. Amy's entering her phase 2. She's going into a rage state. Watch out. She's about to unleash a tidal wave of new abilities. Oh, God. Duck and cover. Her health bar's refilling. Holy shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 seconds, please. The owner is trying to pull the wool over your eyes.
Oh, yeah, Gordon, go for it.
That aren't even made within 500 miles of this front door. So would you mind, personally, if I 86 them to stop you from eating crab? So we'll 86 ravioli.
Okay.
I have too much respect for your customers to
I love it when
bullshit them.
Gordon
Now,
does this.
Will you tell your wife
I love
or
it.
shall I?
Humble
It's
the
dinner
fuck out
service,
of them.
and Amy continues to deflect everything.
Thing is, though, humbling them only really works if they have the cognitive capability to acknowledge what humbling even is.
The owner is trying to pull the wool over your eyes by offering you frozen raviolis.
So to make his point, Chef Ramsay
I mean,
decides
Michael,
to
you can
do a little
absolutely change an
research
owner.
with
You
the
can
customers.
educate them.
Would you
But you
mind
can't
if I
educate
86
those who
them?
have their ears closed.
Are you going to tell your wife or shall I?
I will tell her.
Thank you.
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
No more raviolis
No
for
more
today.
raviolis
Yeah.
and no more hamburgers and no more salmon burgers. People
Yes.
can only have cakes tonight.
Okay.
Okay?
That is the first smart thing she has said this entire episode. And the first smart thing she said was ironically. The one time she's actually said something worth listening to is when she was being sarcastic.
I'm good with that. Complete bullshit.
She can't take criticism. Why is that?
Please tell me we're about to see him pop
I
up
have
as
the same
well.
problem for that.
Phase 1, Amy
you
gets
swearing on
angsty
something?
in the back.
Yeah. What is
Phase
it
2,
that
Mr. Duty Face here is about to start popping off at the customers. Guys, we're entering Phase
you
3.
look on B4
Phase
and
3,
see
new
what else they
mechanics.
had? They
Enrage
showed
timer
us
coming in.
No, I don't have it. You didn't give it to me.
Sammy, I did write it down for you.
Oh, you just tried to prove him wrong. You dealt critical damage.
Pasta rustica.
His fickle ego's being put on show. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Sammy's about to pop off. Sammy's about to get
You don't need
enraged.
to question me, Katie. You can go home right now.
I'm sorry.
Sammy,
Yes, darling.
I would appreciate it if you would send Katie home right now.
No,
I don't
no,
need
it's
an
okay.
attitude from her. She comes
No,
in,
it's
she said,
okay.
it's because there's the two others. Oh my God. Am I sure?
You know what liars do? They keep on lying. Remember the 3 Ds of dodgeball, which also apply to general stupidity. Deflect, disengage, and disingenuity. Deflect, deflect, deflect. Always deflect. Never ignore. Never take that ball into your hands. Never handle those balls. Because if you handle those balls, how are you going to deflect them?
What a little shit.
Amy.
I'm not going to talk to you right now because I have to concentrate on the
then
line.
stop. Concentrate then.
I will. There's no
I
point in talking to you.
wonder how many seconds after Gordon walked through the door today before he checked out.
And the pizza.
Because if it was in the
Food
double
is leaving
digits,
the
I'd be
kitchen
scared.
At a snail's pace. And
Like,
it doesn't
Gordon's
appear
already
to be
checked
worth
out,
the
you can
wait.
tell.
You can take this
Oh,
back.
what the fuck is that?
Snail's pace. And it doesn't appear.
What the fuck? Excuse me? Hold the goddamn phone here a second.
To be worth the
Oh!
wait.
Oh god, I'm gonna be sick. Oh, jaw, that's horrible. Ew. Ew, brother. Ew, that thing's moving around like some kind of slob monster. Like some kind of... It's like the slime monster from Goosebumps. It's like one congealed mass. Ugh. Dude, a good tagliatelle or pasta dish like that, it's supposed to have a bit of like viscosity to it, sure, because you know, cheese, sauces. It should not be one dry congealed lump. God.
You can take this back too.
You didn't like it? Okay.
Oh, that thing's about to sprout legs and go after the nearest Japanese
Every single
schoolgirl.
time a customer doesn't lick their
Jesus.
plate, the waitress doesn't come to tell me that.
Oh god, and what? Wait. Oh, she's used the fucking garlic, the garlic aioli on the. You can see it, right? So here's the thing with your pasta. Pasta by itself generally gets seasoned with a bit of salt whilst it's cooking. The flavor for the pasta usually then comes from the sauce that you use with the meat and everything else. It's the accompaniment of, like, all of the seasoning happens for the meat. Like the pesto, the garlic aioli. I mean, you can, not in something like this, because you've got it's contradicting flavors. You've got the garlic and the tomato. It is two very, very powerful flavors. Generally, if you've got a garlic aioli or a pesto, it's usually because that's the main flavor profile. And you've got a protein that goes with it without any other sauce. This is two separate sauces that will clash with each other. And not to mention, this thing looks dry as fuck. How'd you have something so dry and... I swear to God, it's probably microwaved as well.
Amy, no one's licking that.
Just ignore him. I am ignoring everything that's happening.
Stop. Thank you, Amy. Excuse me. So, that just comes back from the table. And it goes straight into the pot wash.
Then they didn't like it.
So, if they didn't like it, what are we going to do about it?
Oh, I know. Hey guys, what do you think they did? What do you think they did? Do you think did A, take responsibility and critique and analyze the problem and learn and grow from it? Or did they B, deflect, meow, 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 can't hear you, la, 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 la.
Let's wait. We finish today.
The kitchen needs to know.
Okay, then I'm going to tell her.
Thank you.
Okay.
Dry as fuck.
Amy, this is the salmon. They didn't like
Overcoat.
it.
For me, this is all bullshit, so I don't care.
None of you known about
dry.
this because the young girl...
It's really
Maria
overcooked.
grabbed the plate and was about to throw it away. That's a common thread in this restaurant.
There's no point in me speaking, so I'm just
Wow.
gonna work. It's like one long nightmare.
Wow, $10 tip.
Yeah.
That's nice. For you?
Of course, yeah.
Sounds like, yes, a $10 tip. This is good. This will pay for my psychiatric bill. Yes. Oh, darling. Oh, you are looking to pay your bills tonight? No, you give me that tip.
Do you think the girls deserve some tips tonight?
No.
No.
They get hourly.
No,
Do you think
no.
if I went and asked every customer when they leave a tip...
Oh, please.
Go straight-
Oh, please. Gordon. Of all the things I've seen tonight, you know, a front in the kitchen, like being bad at cooking is one thing. But financial guilt and capitalizing on people financially, that is just diabolical. Of all the things I want them to be held accountable for, taking their waitresses, the fact that they even have waitresses working for them at this point, like, thank God in the modern year, we have quality assurances for people who get employed. Like, you can leave a review on a company for how good they are to work with. Back then, because this came out like God knows how long ago, probably like 2009, right? Like back in 2009, you didn't have those quality assurances. When you went and worked somewhere, the only thing you knew about that company was by word of mouth. Nowadays, you get online services that will say, hey, yeah, this is what this company's to work with, and you can make your decision based on that. So many of these people would have gone in here being like, oh, it's just a lovely bakery. And then they'd get treated like this. And it's just, the fact that, like, it's not surprising they've had so many people turn over in terms of working for them. But what wilds me out is the fact they even have people working for them for more than a day.
Straight to the owner and not to the server. Do you think they'd be astounded? Let me ask that table there. Sir, the tip that you left, the young lady server, the owner takes the tips.
No.
Don't.
Oh, he's about to enrage. Guys, enrage timer. He's gonna get angry.
Oh my God, Sammy's going to hurt him.
I'm fed up.
You hear how
I'm
the
getting
music's
sick and
picking up?
tired of your bullshit. Well, then fucking answer my question. Then fucking answer
Did
my
he just
question.
say he's the gangster? He just self-reported. The FBI are about to turn and go, oh, he said gangster. Oh, we found him, boys.
Tell the customers they're going to get their tips.
No, they don't.
They should be told that you're taking them because this servers deserve them.
You want to speak with me?
Yeah,
You want to speak with me? I'm going to make you disappear. I'm going to make you... Yeah, you want to fuck around, Gordon? You want to fuck around and find out? I'm a big gangster. I'm going to make you disappear.
You want to fuck with me? I will fuck
I don't
with
want to
you.
fuck with you.
Then I will fuck with you.
Oh my God, what
I
a
love how
joke.
every time this shit happens, they always looking on the knives.
Everybody got his food?
Yeah, we're closed. We're closing the kitchen.
Damn.
I think, Katie, you can go. For sure. I'm talking to you, Katie.
Okay.
Katie, listen to me when I'm speaking to you. Do not walk away.
The kitchen's
from me. You don't
closed
work
and the
here
enrage
anymore,
time is
okay?
still going.
Don't start crying. Why are you
Now they're
being
targeting their own
so
team.
good? Since I'm talking-
Friendly fire! Friendly fire! Collateral damage!
You've had an attitude with me all night long, Katie. Okay,
please.
okay. I quit. I quit. She is quitting. She has an attitude. She comes to the kitchen today.
You're not quitting! You're fired!
She's like, I set a table. She said, are you sure? Are you my boss?
It's okay. Kitty, please. Go on. No, come on.
She doesn't work here anymore. She's a poisonous little viper, and I don't allow people that have an attitude in my restaurant. What does she
So why is she still there?
know? Who the hell is she?
You know, I don't like to encourage violence. But if a random triangular Lego cube were to spontaneously appear under her feet every time she took a step, just randomly by magic, I don't think that's nearly enough pain that could be induced upon her to make her suffer the amount she's put up on other people. You know, not that I'm insinuating violence, you know, just like a curse, if you will. Like, random Lego-itis, if you will. Not violence. I'm not insinuating violence. I would never. I'm not a violent person. But if anyone were to suffer from a curse of that nature, couldn't have happened to anyone better.
is gone. That's who she is.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Tonight, Chef Ramsay witnessed how dysfunctional Amy and Sammy are at running their business,
Katie,
I'm just
you do
surprised
not
that
work here
Gordon hasn't been
anymore,
yelled
okay?
at like
including
that yet.
firing Katie for simply asking a question.
Now you've just
That's not
fired
fair.
a young girl.
Poor Amy.
But just take a big deep breath and see if we can get some form of resolution here.
But Gordon's kind of cool because he sometimes does stuff
Believe
like
it
this
or
where
not,
he...
My intentions.
I wonder
are good.
if Gordon would have helped Amy at
You're
all.
shaking your head already.
I'm listening.
No, you're not.
Evidence. that
No,
you
you're
can't-
not. You want to know what everyone... Okay, hold up. So, you know, in most situations, right here, this is what we all see. Gordon's gorgeous face trying to chew you out a little bit. But from the perspective of Amy, this is what she's seeing. Amy's perspective is meow, 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 meow. And Amy's gonna be thinking, nah, nah, so cute you are. No, you could never be angry at me. No, look at your little kitty. Do you love me? Do you love mommy? Don't you? Mommy's never done anything wrong. Meow, 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 meow. Oh my God.
Take criticism. Why is that?
Check my DMs.
Are you seriously asking me why I'm so
Yes,
Yeah, I am.
You don't have to cry here. I
I'm
don't want you
not
to cry. You
going-
don't have to cry.
I'm not going to cry, Sammy.
Just
I'm
quiet.
trying to speak and
Just
take
quiet.
out my
I'll take a look at that later.
a conversation. No one lets me speak. Ever. Nobody.
Not pausing it. Not
Oh my
pausing it.
God,
Let me talk.
I know that, but you're not listening to me.
Uh-oh.
No, I
Uh-oh.
listen to you. We listen
Enrage
to you.
timer.
I want to-
Enrage timer.
Ask me a question.
I know.
What I do normally is good. I don't have people sending things back to me.
You
The
don't know,
training-
Amy.
You're saying that
You don't know because food comes back, it goes straight to the dishwasher. That's what the whole
Out of sight,
issue
out of
is.
mind,
You've
am I
been
right,
avoiding
guys?
Everything behind your back. Are the
Like
most
when somebody
amazing
comes into my
desserts.
stream and calls me cringe, I just fall asleep. Just like he's fallen asleep. If I'm not awake to hear it, then it doesn't exist.
And in your freezer is store-bought shit.
Man, you're boring me now. You're boring me with your criticisms.
They're good.
The sauce is delicious. The raviolis, we think that they're very good.
What I'm struggling with is that you convince yourselves that it's right.
Yeah,
It's
gaslighting.
not.
You've gaslit yourself.
I want you open-minded, okay? You as well, Sally.
I don't make promises that I know I can't keep. I'm going to do everything within myself to try.
All you're getting from me is the truth. Right now, that's what you need. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah.
God. Like, they have had the biggest surprise in the fact that they are being held accountable. Because now they have someone with authority who's actually sat there like a friggin' teacher or a parent who's like, now, children, you don't bully each other. And like, no, man, I didn't realize that beating people up was supposed to be bad. I thought that punching people in the face was all right. I mean, that's what I kept telling myself.
After one of the most difficult days he has ever had on Kitchen Nightmares, Chef Ramsay has arrived with a plan to start turning around Amy's Baking Company.
They don't deserve... Did they run away?
Oh, come on.
Did they run
Amy
away?
and Sammy not at the restaurant. He takes the time to meet with former staff members
Dude,
that
they're
have reached out
so
to him.
butthurt
Morning. How are you both?
that they've had to take, like,
Jessica, right? Good to see you.
Henry.
Henry,
an
nice to see you.
emergency
First of
holiday
all,
to recover from the
Jessica,
scolding.
what was your job?
I was hired as a food runner. Sammy told me that he didn't like people who went to culinary school because he didn't think that we knew anything. And
You realize how much of a hypocritical statement that is, right? Man, these people who went to culinary school, they don't know nothing about cooking. Now, me as a gangster, on the other hand, I know a lot about cooking. Walter White told me all I needed to know about cooking. But these culinary students, they think they know everything.
when I started, I was only allowed to pour water glasses and set them at the table. So I worked up front for a few months.
Easiest $3.99. Wait, did you know that dehydration is the leading cause of not enjoying Makari slop? And we can't be having that now, can we? Look at Twitch chat, they are thirsty. Fear not though, because Kari's got your back. We've partnered up with the amazing people at Waifu Shakers to get you your very own Kari-themed Waifu Shaker. Fill it with whatever you want. Soda, water, Kari saliva. Because at the end of the day, getting a little bit of Kari in your life is truly the way to enjoy Kari slop. And using code Makari, you can get 15% off your order right now. So what are you waiting for? Hydrate today with Kari. An hour she's ever made. Oh, right.
And basically had to beg my way back into the kitchen.
Unbelievable. Henry,
I was a busser for the most part.
how long ago were you there?
A little over a month.
And what kind of things did you see in the dining room?
He was always in a bad mood, no matter what. Like, I've never seen him in, like, a good mood. He can't take complaints in, like, a professional manner, which is the worst part. He made me watch
He's
the
being
one day.
very polite about that.
That was the most ridiculous thing I've ever done for him. They were always yelling at
Wait,
each
I'm
other.
sorry, what? Repeat that?
Never done professional manner, which is the worst part. He made me wash his car one day.
You know how at the beginning we said that he doesn't want waiters, he wants slaves? I realize the irony in what I said now, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it's my fault. I, by proxy of futuristic time travel, wibbly-wobbly timey-wyness, and complete ironic, self-gratifying bullshit, made this happen, and I'm sorry.
What?
That was the most ridiculous thing I've ever done for him. They were always
Yeah,
yelling
these
at
people
each
shouldn't be
other.
let within 500
In
miles
the year and a half
of
I was
a
there, I saw at least
restaurant.
50
God
people come and
damn.
go.
50?
They were in and out so fast.
Wow. What happens when customers complain about their food?
They get told that they're wrong, that, you know, no, we
Of
have
course
the
they're
best food
wrong.
in the country.
Because they're not
You're wrong.
cats.
Like,
And
there
until
have been
they're
times people
cats, they
have
won't be
gotten
right.
salmon that's raw.
Because they're not
And
cats,
they'll
they're not
send it
right.
back saying,
Obviously.
You know, can you cook this a little more? And they're like, you don't know how to eat food. You don't know what you're doing.
Yo,
This
could I
is
get a
perfect.
meow,
You
my
just-
fellow
you
cat
obviously
people to
don't
agree with
know."
me?
Customers
Meow.
always wrong there.
That is insane.
Meow.
It's just that they don't really know how to manage a restaurant. I don't know what it is, but they both think that like the whole world is out to get them.
Listen, I appreciate the feedback.
Yeah, no problem.
You've been very helpful. I
Hello,
appreciate
it is
the
me,
honest
a regular
truth.
cat.
Absolutely.
Meow,
wish me good luck.
motherfuckers.
I need
Meow.
it.
Meow, my fellow cats. Meow.
Thank you.
You
Wow.
can validate and You can absolutely understand everything I say, for I am a cat, therefore what I say is true. Meow, motherfuckers! Meow! Meow! Meow, 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 meow.
Morning, Sammy. Today is a
Very
new
normal
day.
VTuber stream.
Yeah, I hope so.
Very
You're
normal
very happy
VTuber stream right here.
Um,
In fact, no
so
more
yeah,
normal
never had
VTuber stream
this
than you've ever
experience
seen.
like this. Disaster.
Don't you guys
I've
love a bit
never
of
had
pussy in the morning?
experience like this either.
We want to clarify a few things,
Please, should we sit down?
so there's no
Let's
animosity, of
sit
course.
down.
Yes.
Let's clarify.
Oh,
a few
now they
things.
want to talk. You mean gaslight.
What would you like to
Talk is a very
clarify?
funny way of saying gaslight.
What I have a problem with were the comments you were saying to me last night while I was trying to focus
Yeah,
on the food.
yeah. No. She didn't want to talk. She wanted to double down. You see, these two words sound the same, but one makes you look way more like a cunt.
One thing at a time and be
Sure.
open and honest.
Okay, that's
Okay?
fine.
Because for me, this was about uncovering the truth. When I'm told that the raviolis are freshly made.
I didn't tell you that.
Can I finish? Sorry, when your husband told me that the raviolis were fresh, I ordered them. And the raviolis were disgusting and not fresh. And if you're
Yeah.
going to try and continue to pull wool over customers'
you
eyes
edited
by sending
this
them
right-
fake,
If you would have pieced last night's clip with this piece, you would almost be led to believe that they'd been arguing the entire night and just stayed there talking like this for the entire night cycle. And I would have believed you. I would have absolutely believed you. 100%.
fresh made raviolis, they need to know.
I never
That
say that it
sends
was
my
fresh.
alarm bells
But-
going.
Speaking it.
Now, you may want to sit there and argue, but you're not prepared to understand that I'm here to show you what's right, and you can't take that.
I can. I'm ready for that. I have no problems with the food.
I told you about the burger, you
Bullshit. Oh man, sorry. I have this like allergy. I'm allergic to bullshit. It's crazy. Like anytime just bullshit's around, I just get a really itchy nose.
refuse to listen.
I did not. I
Every
asked
time
you
I tell
what
you
was
something,
wrong with it.
you come back with an excuse.
I kept
After
asking you
excuse,
what's wrong,
after
and you couldn't
excuse.
give me
I told
an
you. The bun for the beef burger.
Dude, I'm getting military grade tinnitus. I don't know how much I can handle of this.
Soggy as
Like,
anything.
I'm gonna wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning tonight, and I'm gonna be hearing Amy's voice going, just screaming, I'm not wrong! I'm not... Dude, my dreams are gonna be so fucking weird tonight, and it's all your fault.
I have never had a problem with that hamburger, ever.
Man, I'm gonna be going
hamburger was dry,
out
but
to,
it
in
was wet.
public over the next few
Is it
days,
dry or is
and
it wet?
everyone's
Which one
face
is
is
it?
gonna look like
No,
Amy's.
you're confused.
Like, I'm gonna see her everywhere I go. It's called... This is like a debuff in Minecraft, you know? I'm going around and I'm hearing the, like, Minecraft oof, oof, oof noise as I'm walking around. Everyone's face is gonna look like Amy's, and I'm gonna want to punch everyone in the face.
The way you
In Minecraft.
screamed at that young girl last night.
Would you let anybody come into your restaurant, in your kitchen, and speak to you the way that that kid spoke to me last night? Would
Yeah.
you? Do you think we're gonna let someone hold a gun to our head and we're gonna give...
Now, if you want to watch a funny way about how Gordon deals with this stuff, go and watch Hell's Kitchen when he deals with hecklers who come up and are obnoxious to him. You notice the way that Gordon Ramsay deals with people who are obnoxiously complaining? Because there are people who will obnoxiously complain.
Give them our ass and let them do anything they want from us?
All she asked is,
No, she
are
did
you
it with
sure?
an attitude.
And again,
a serious
validity.
attitude. She's like, are you sure?
Credentials.
For me. Are you sure? You don't need to question
The
me.
knowledge and the skills to back up what you're saying,
Now
rather than
you're
being a...
exaggerating again.
All right.
But you'll
Okay.
blame her.
Gaslighting
You'll blame the
asshole.
Customers, but customers were waiting for their food through your husband's mistake.
But okay, we're going to forget this today.
Right.
We're
Appropriate
going to
measures
start-
requiring
if we
appropriate results.
Continue the show. We're going to start from scratch.
I want to
You
forget the
want
word
me-
show. This is not a show for me.
Yeah, that's the thing. If they legitimately cared about Gordon Ramsay being here, they wouldn't even care the fact the show was there.
I mean, I don't know what you
This
call
They
is
it.
should
a
want to
restaurant
be.
that's in
They should want to
crisis
improve
with a
regardless of the
delusional
show.
owner that can't
This is
take
what we
criticism.
mean by how
So
they wanted a
I'm
quick
gonna
buck
tell
out
you
of
as it
this.
is.
They didn't want to improve. They just
I
wanted
met
clout.
Jessica and Henry this morning, and I got told some awful things.
Like what?
The way you treat staff. They have to clean cars in the middle of service because the boss wants his car cleaned. And then witnessing
Oh yeah,
over
sometimes you
50
get people who
staff being
gaslight and
fired
spread
in that short
lies.
period of time.
But if there's like, you know, 1 in 100 people saying, "Oh, this person made me clean their car," but you know, when you've got like 30, 40 people saying you did something wrong, you know, we're born as humans to see patterns, right? And pattern identification leads us to certain conclusions. And when there's a pattern of people saying, oh yeah, they're assholes, well, you know, maybe they're assholes.
Really, 50 staff.
50 staff.
You're saying that I have fired 50 staff since
Both
Jessica
of you.
was here. You're saying
No,
that?
she's not fired 50 staff.
Here we go again.
She's merely
Look at your
rehomed
eyes.
50
Oh,
cats.
that's because you're
Look
saying
how
lies.
bitter you are. Have you not had a turnover of more than 50 people?
She was wrong. 100 or even more than 100. Yeah, not only 50,
The
100.
stats are actually worse than
Yeah.
she told me.
Yes, it's worse, yes.
Could you tell your wife that? Because I don't think
yes,
she
it
knows.
is. It is.
I need a drink of water, excuse me.
Water. Yeah. Man, that's some very wine-looking water you're going for.
Jesus Christ, are you gonna attack me for wanting to fucking drink some water too? My God. I don't even know why we came back here. I'm going home.
Nah,
morning,
she didn't want a
Chef
drink of
Ramsay
water.
arrived with a
She
plan
wanted a drink of
on how
that
to turn
fresh air
around
so
the
she could go
restaurant.
home.
But the owners wanted to clear up a few matters.
Now, you may want to sit there and argue, but you're not
You know,
prepared
I'm up to get a drink of water. You know, whilst
here
I'm up,
to
I might as
show
well go
your cards.
home.
Unfortunately,
Whilst I'm up,
they are
you know,
still
I'm
not
already
prepared
up.
to
I'm
listen
already on my feet.
to
Why
what
don't
Chef
I just
Ramsay
go home?
has to say.
You know, why not?
You're
I
gonna
need
run off
water.
again?
Yesterday I didn't even eat or drink, and I have to drink water. Jesus Christ, are you gonna attack me for wanting to fucking drink some water too? My God.
Hey,
I don't even know
that's
why we
called
came
being a
back here. I'm going
responsible
home.
Are you going
adult
home?
and
This
hydrating.
is such bullshit. Nobody even fucking is listening to me. Fucking, they're gonna go by Jessica. This, oh my God, unbelievable. These people are incredible.
She is actually having a psychosis.
I've had enough.
She's actually having a
I'm gonna
psychosis
be
break.
abused, my own restaurant. I want to go home.
Just cool down. I mean, I need
All
to sit
we've
there
done,
and
all
just-
that's happened is we have been attacked.
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 Why are you
Gordon,
behaving like this?
Because I'm insulted. You verbally.
Oh, right. Okay. So she went under the mindset of a good attack is a good defense. So when she thought she was defending herself, she was punching them because she thought that was a good defense. Got it.
Insulted me yesterday, and I held my
told you
tongue
the
out of
truth.
class. I didn't tell you the truth. I didn't
Why are you
say
pointing?
nasty things to you.
Really?
Okay, really, I didn't really.
When I told you about the burger, you refused to listen.
You don't understand. You're judging.
She is one step away from pissing herself in defilement. She is actually gonna piss to prove a point. And she's gonna break. She's breaking down. She's already broken down. She's like legitimately going through the motions. She's about to go non-verbal.
Me on you coming in here disrupting the entire service. I've been doing this.
Disrupt?
Oh,
You
oh,
did
what did I
disrupt
say?
us last
Now
night.
they're blaming him.
When
Now
you
they're
were
blaming him.
rude.
What did I
You're
tell you?
Standing here
What about
talking
when you
my
cooked for
husband.
me?
What about when I cooked for you?
Who disrupted you then?
Everybody. What are you talking about?
Blaming everybody again.
I do my best so our business doesn't close because we can't find qualified people. You go get Miranda and that little Katie and Jessica, bring them here
The only
and
reason-
let me see how they work.
won't come back
Will
in
you
here.
do that? Of course.
They're-
Oh,
Do you know what? They're
'Cause
scared of you.
they're
and they're
scared of
embarrassed.
me.
But unfortunately,
It is at this point. Why is Gordon still there? Why? Why is he still there? Like at this point, I mean, if it was me, I would have given up this. Like, because obviously this is a show. It's transactional. Gordon comes in, helps them out. They get to secure their thing. But there comes a point where there's nothing you can give them anymore. You've tried.
unfortunately, you convince yourself in your little Amy's world that everything you cook, touch, send is perfect.
I do not. What? Are
Love
you,
it.
am I arguing
Garlic
with
aioli
you?
goes well with white truffle.
Well,
My
let
pasta's
me
delicious.
show you some. Can I show you reviews? Hundreds of
Oh,
reviews
no.
that are excellent that
Oh,
you
no.
didn't write that
Not
are
the
from real
bullies on the
customers.
internet again.
No, good reviews, real customers that have supported us for
Look at
6
the way
years.
you-
Oh,
look at the way-
God.
You're attacking my business
Attacking.
and my life. This is
I'm
all
telling
I
you the
do is
problems.
live this life every day. You're not telling me
If she
the
keeps
problems.
talking
You
and
are saying
silences
I'm
him out, there's no
delusional,
way he can
I'm
put in
this,
valid
I'm
criticism,
this, I'm
right?
this.
Bitch, you
Can we
crazy!
talk about what we came here to speak about, please?
Yeah, let them finish. Yeah, I want them to
You
finish
told me
all
to be
what you
honest
say. I am always
about the
honest.
problems that you've had, that you cannot talk to your wife, and the issues that she can't take criticism before
she knows that.
I met
That's
her.
fine. I have no problem
No,
saying
yes,
that.
That's fine. Wow. I think you're too far gone.
Okay, then
Yes!
end the show.
Yes, they
You
are!
think I'm too far gone? There's no hope. Yalla, yalla. It's Christmas. Let's go home.
Okay. Okay. Let's go home. Guys, it's home time. Yippee! It's
Can't
home
help
time.
people that can't help themselves and cannot
Oh, he's out. He's out.
Ever.
He's leaving.
take 1 ounce of criticism.
Get up and leave.
And if you're
Get
not
up and
willing
leave.
to change, I'm not going to butt heads, argue, scream, whatever you want to say. But this is not normal. And it's not
You
normal
think?
for a restaurant to go through that many staff. It's not normal for a kitchen that small to have 65 items on the menu. And it's not normal.
Oh my god, dude, they cut things out. Like, you know how he just said there's 65 items on the menu. That was going to be another point they probably would have talked about. 65 items? You know how at the beginning I told you when you run a restaurant, you want the least amount of points of abrasion as possible? The more friction you add to the ordering service, the harder it becomes. 65 items? No wonder they can't hold any standards. If they're having to try and cook 65 different things, that's going to be impossible to keep things fresh. It's going to be impossible to keep things consistent. No wonder you can't make your shit work when you're having to worry about 70 fucking items. Oh, the chef inside me aches.
The level of animosity that you've built inside this restaurant and outside. You have the right to run the business the way you want to run your
You've also got the right to be fucking stupid.
business. I have the right to do the right thing.
Leave.
And the right thing for me
Leave.
is to get out of here.
Bye! That's my Gordon! That's my man! Let's go! Gordon for the win! Oh my god, no wonder this episode is so highly contentious.
Participate in this bullshit. Give me a break. Can they take this thing off me?
We don't need his help. Maybe he knows that.
It all has to come down.
Dude, they didn't even get to the
Now he's
remodeling
gone. He walked
part.
away. He'll go on with his life. Sammy and I will go on with our life.
Holy!
Well, it's finally happened. After almost 100 kitchen nightmares, I've met 2 owners
God, that's
who I could not
wild.
help. And it wasn't because I didn't want to. It was because
Dude, the restaurant that I
they
worked
are
in,
incapable
we
of
considered we
listening.
had
And in a short
we
period
thought
of
that we
time,
had a
we've
big
managed to
menu
piss
with
off the
30
community
items.
and go
That was
through over
desserts
100
included.
employees in
Like we had
1
30
year.
things,
Sammy and
appetizers,
Amy
mains, and
continue to
desserts.
blame everyone else,
That
yet
was a
their
lot for
biggest
us.
problem is themselves.
Actually, at one point we even
And I
cut that down
know
to like 25.
Whatever changes I would have made, they were never going to stick to
No,
them.
of course they weren't.
And that's why.
Like all they wanted for you to do, legitimately, a lot of the time when these restaurants do badly, because they're not willing to make change, and all they want is a free overhaul of their restaurant, thinking that will be what helps saves them. Like they just want the clout and a free makeover. It's like they've gone to the back of a catalog to get the buy one get one free of an item, and they take the free one and say, hey, yeah, well we just wanted the free one, thank you.
I've decided to do something I've never done before. It's such a shame.
God. Yeah, no shit. So that's kind of a wild experience. I have otherwise been told that there is a documentary that came as a bonus episode. So what I'm gonna do, if this video does well when it goes up on YouTube, if you guys want me to check out what happens afterwards, then we will do that. But if you guys want to see more kitchen nightmares, I would love to make this a more frequent thing. We're going to start getting into watching these sort of like kitchen nightmares, maybe some Uncle Roger type stuff. So if that's the kind of stuff you want to see, I'll take how this video does as to that. So if it does well, we'll go and check that stuff out. And if you want to suggest episodes or things of that nature, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'm sorry for the brain rot that I am now suffering. Ho, ho, ho!